Hey everybody, it is Brandon of Shield Wrestling here, and we just got done watching the July 8th, 2013 episode of Monday Night Raw, and it is the final Monday Night Raw before the next pay-per-view, Money in the Bank, and it started with Vicky Guerrero coming out to the ring, and she climbed the ladder for no reason, and she made a couple announcements trying to keep her job safe as general manager Monday Night Raw. So she basically announced the participants of the 2013 All-Star Money in the Bank match will face off against each other, with the exception of Rob Van Dam, who we have not seen yet. But she announced Christian versus Kane, CM Punk versus Randy Orton, and Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. And then she also announced that John Cena and Mark Henry will come face-to-face in the ring. So, the first match then, after the commercial break in that segment, was Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus, and it was not like WrestleMania. It did not last 18 seconds, but basically, Sheamus and Daniel Bryan have worked well in the past, as evident of the 2012 Extreme Rules pay-per-view, and this was a very good match that Daniel Bryan and Sheamus went back and forth on, with eventually Daniel Bryan surprising Sheamus with a roll-up. And then after the match, Sheamus looked shocked, and for a second I thought he was going to bro kick Daniel Bryan, but instead he extended his hand and they shook hands for a quick handshake to show respect. So then it was the tag team champions, The Shield, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, taking on Tons of Funk, Brodus Clay, and Tensai. This match was actually very boring to me. I just didn't find it interesting. Sorry if anyone liked this match, but I just couldn't get into it. Brodus Clay and Tensai don't fit me as the face team, that they get attacked on the entire match, and then one of the big guys tags the other big guy in for the hot tag and works, and then gets like the advantage thing. It just doesn't work for me. But the Shield won after Roman Reigns tagged himself in, which Tensai, I believe it was Tensai, I think it was, didn't realize, and then got hit with the spear and won the match. So from there, we had John Cena and Mark Henry came face to face, and that segment was a good segment, but it was an awkward segment, I thought. Like, Cena went from scared to not scared to scared again, but eventually it ended with Mark Henry attacking Cena, laying him out, saying, and basically making the statement that he was here to that he was here and John Cena should be afraid. And during the segment, John Cena went for an attitude adjustment, and he fell down, as obviously he couldn't pick up Mark Henry. So we all know how this match is going to end, with John Cena attitude adjusting Mark Henry, saying that he overcame the odds. So that's not going to be surprising to anyone, I don't think, but John Cena will probably retain his title. So from here, Chris Jericho defeated Curtis Axel while The Miz was on commentary. This was a great match, I thought. Back and forth. Miz even played a role from commentary, distracting Axel long enough that when he rolled into the ring, Chris Jericho was able to hit him with a code breaker and win the match. Now, they didn't really mention much of Jericho's facing Ryback tonight, but Ryback really didn't play much of a role tonight. I mean, they showed his highlights of last week, when Miz hurt Ryback, supposedly, or Ryback had to quit his match. But we did see Ryback a little bit later tonight, and I don't know why he really was there, and I'll talk more of that once we get there. From there, Alberto Del Rio and Sin Cara faced off and ended in a double count out after Dolph Ziggler got basically involved. And this match was really poorly done, with Ziggler talking and them trying to have a match while he was talking, and everyone getting involved, and what should have been a disqualification or what should not have been a disqualification. And overall, I thought that was a mess of a match, but I guess it served its purpose, if that's what you think. So from here, Vicky Guerrero received her performance review from the chairman of the board, Vince McMahon, COO, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon, in which Vicky was out there and she was getting her job evaluated if she should continue as the general manager of Monday Night Raw, and she was out there with her assistant Brad Maddox. And So basically, all night they've been hyping on WWE.com. Vote for if you think Vicky passed or Vicky failed, yada yada yada. So basically, each of the 3 judges gave what they thought about Vicky, and Vince said, his decision was that Vicky passed, and Triple H said that it was that Stephanie was the one who came up with this idea of a segment. So the fate of Vicky was going to rely on her, and Triple H said that she failed, and Stephanie said that she would rely on the vote of the WWE Universe, in which Vicky failed, and that she was fired and threw a big old hissy fit and stuff. And Vince was very mad at this and hired Brad Maddox on the spot as new general manager of Monday Night Raw. Now from here is the shocking part. Christian and Kane faced off. It was a very good match. I was hoping Christian would win, but after seeing the outcome of this, of Kane winning, I was very happy, but I was not. I was very surprised at the end, because as soon as the match ended, the Titantron went up with Bray Wyatt as he gave a very cryptic promo thing, and suddenly the power went out, and out came Bray Wyatt with this little lantern thing, gave a promo thing, and then when the lights came on, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper were attacking Kane, and viciously attacked him with the steel steps. And I'm thinking to believe that this is taking Kane out of their match. I believe that maybe Bray Wyatt will take Kane's spot in the Money in the Bank match. If he does, I feel like he has to win. That would be the purpose. But will they give a push that fast and that early? I don't know. So, it was very cryptic, though, of the whole Wyatt thing. It was very interesting. And then, next thing was Caitlyn and Layla versus AJ Lee and Alicia Fox with bells and commentary. I think the point of that was just so they could have all the divas in a match. Not really sure. It ended in a no contest, and they kind of just got in each other's face. I don't know. It was basically trying to keep everyone apart, where the Bellas were bashing on everybody, and I don't know. I wasn't seeing the point of it. And then finally, CM Punk versus Randy Orton to end the night. It was a nice match. It's not the first time these two have faced off. It probably won't be the last either. Orton was basically being his old ways, as same as Punk. Not much difference to this match. Punk won with a GTS. And after the match, Daniel Bryan came out and attacked both superstars, set up a ladder, and got the briefcase, and said basically, I will win the Money in the Bank match. Yes, yes, yes. Now, is that a heel turn, or what do you call that? Is it him just trying to prove a point? I don't know. And I just realized I kind of forgot to mention this, but so they had a segment where Vicky Guerrero was leaving the arena and carrying her stuff when Ryback came up, took her stuff, set it on the ground, gave Vicky a hug and said, don't worry, everything will basically be alright. And then gave Vicky back her stuff, and it was just a really weird segment, and that's the only thing Ryback played. So will we become Vicky managing Ryback, or a weird romance angle again, like she had with Edge or Ziggler or something? Or what was the point of that segment? I mean, could she use Ryback to maybe go after Stephanie and Triple H or something, saying you guys got me fired? Or what was the point of that? So, overall, I think I'd give Raw an 8. It was nice. It had good moments. The Wyatt family was a great moment, and among other things. Money in the Bank's coming up. We got a lot of good matches set to be seen with both Money in the Bank matches, the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE Championship, Intercontinental Championship, Jericho versus Ryback, and then the pre-show with the Shield defending against the Usos for the Tag Team Championship. Then after that, we have the first Raw under the Brad Maddox era, and I can't wait to see where that leads. So, guys, just give me a like, comment what you want us to see on this channel. Give it a subscribe, favorite, do all that stuff. It really helps the channel grow, and it will also kind of motivate me to get you guys more content and give you more in-depth reviews. And I may just post some opinionated and looking into the future videos. And Till then, guys, thanks.